I'm Local 5 meteorologist Hannah Dennis, and we do have those clouds and fog back in our forecast once again. However, it is going to be clearing out as we go into next week. Now, most of the rain that we are going to be looking at is going to miss central Iowa, but there is going to be a chance that we could get a sprinkle or two going through next week, and we are going to be staying warm. Now, this is a look at the first round of rain that we were looking at, but it is going to stay mainly towards our west in the Nebraska and Kansas area. We aren't really supposed to be seeing too much of anything with this first system, but we need it. Most of us are in a severe to an extreme drought right now. In fact, central and northwest Iowa are in the extreme droughts. That's where we need the most rain, and that's where we could have some issues if we're not seeing rain. However, going into the second week of February, that's when we could have the higher chance of actually getting some kind of rain or precip of some kind going into that week. However, you can see the East Coast is going to be below that. They are supposed to be really dry over there going into that second week. However, we are going to end January on a high note. We'll be keeping that warm temperature trend as we finish out this month and as we go into next month. February 1st, we usually start out around the 30s and we end February around the 40s, but you can see that we are going to be starting it in the 50s, which is above our average, and we'll stay above average probably for the next 7 days. We'll be keeping the upper 40s to going into the 50s as we move into the month of February. Now, we do have a cold front coming through our area Wednesday going into Thursday. By Thursday morning, that's when it's going to start reaching the metro, and it'll fully come through Iowa by Thursday evening. Now, you can see that the temperatures don't drop too much, but we do have that north wind and those clouds back in our area. As far as tonight goes, we will have a low of 36 degrees. It'll be clear early on, so if you plan on going outside and wanting to do some stargazing, you want to go out earlier than before those clouds start rolling in. And there's going to be some areas of fog, so be aware of that if you plan on being out on the roads. Tomorrow we will reach 52 degrees. It'll be a little milder as you go south because it'll take a little longer for that cold front to reach down there. Those clouds will unfortunately be back, but we could see some peaks of sun going on throughout the day. And looking at the 10-day, you can see that rain chance is happening Saturday, but that is going to mainly stay west. But we keep the 40s and 50s for the rest of this week and weekend, and the sun starts to come back at the first part of next week. However, we could see a drop in our temperatures as we reach next weekend, where we could be back into the lower 40s and closer to the month's average.